Have you ever promised yourself, this time will be different? You would stop procrastinating, stop wasting hours scrolling, stop returning to the same toxic thoughts, stop sabotaging yourself, and yet somehow, days become weeks, weeks become years, and you find yourself living the same chapter over and over again. Not because you are lazy, not because you lack discipline, but because much of your life is being run by unconscious habits, patterns you didn't consciously choose, patterns that quietly took control while you were not paying attention. And perhaps the most frightening realization is this: what if you are not actually living your life, but merely repeating yesterday? Think about your morning. Did you consciously choose your first thought? Did you consciously choose to pick up your phone? Did you consciously choose your reactions, your worries, your cravings? Or did they simply happen? Modern neuroscience estimates that a large portion of our daily behaviors are habitual. Ancient wisdom traditions knew this thousands of years ago. The Buddha called it conditioning. The Stoics called it unconscious impressions. And psychologist Carl Jung gave a warning that still echoes today. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Perhaps what we call fate is simply unconscious repetition. Most people believe they are making choices, but in reality, they are reacting to stress, reacting to fear, reacting to old wounds, reacting to emotions they never understood. The tragedy isn't that we suffer. The tragedy is that we suffer the same way, again and again and again. Different year, different circumstances, but same patterns, same fears, same excuses, and same life. And because these patterns are unconscious, they feel like who we are. But here's the truth. You are not your habits. You are the awareness capable of observing them. Why the mind loves repetition? From the perspective of neuroscience, the brain seeks efficiency. Anything repeated enough becomes automatic. Because automatic behaviors requires less energy. The brain doesn't ask, is this meaningful? It asks, is this familiar? And familiarity can become a prison. Even suffering can become familiar. Which is why people often repeat toxic relationships, self-sabotage, procrastination, negative thinking, addictions, fear of failure. Not because they want pain, but because the unconscious mind prefers what it knows. The real enemy isn't the habit. Most people wage war against themselves. They fight, they suppress, they blame themselves. But the habit itself isn't the enemy. The unconsciousness behind it is. Imagine trying to defeat darkness with a sword. Impossible, right? Darkness disappears the moment light enters. Likewise, unconscious patterns begin to weaken the moment awareness enters. Awareness is the light. Ancient Greece had a simple command: know thyself. Not know everyone else, not conquer the world. Know yourself. Because the greatest mystery you will ever encounter is the one looking through your eyes. The beginning of transformation isn't changing yourself, it is seeing yourself clearly, without judgment, without condemnation, without lies. Step 1. Become the observer. For the next few days, don't try to change anything. Just watch. Watch your thoughts. Watch your emotions. Watch your impulses. And ask, why do I reach for my phone? Why do I procrastinate? Why do I react this way? What am I trying to escape? Behind every habit lies a need. Behind anger lies pain. Behind distraction lies discomfort. Behind addiction lies emptiness. Behind procrastination often lies fear. Most people attack the symptom. Very few investigate the cause. Step 2. Create a pause. Between stimulus and response, there exists a space, and inside that space lives freedom. Before acting automatically, pause, take 3 breaths, and ask yourself, am I choosing this, or am I merely repeating? This simple question has the power to change a life, because awareness interrupts automation. Step 3. Replace the pattern. Nature hates emptiness. The brain does too. You cannot merely remove an old habit. You must replace it. Scrolling becomes reading. Complaining becomes gratitude. Anger becomes understanding. Escapism becomes purpose. Not overnight, but gradually. Small choices repeated consistently create new identities. Remember, small choices repeated consistently create new identities. Step 4. Change your environment. Sometimes the problem isn't you, it's the environment. Your surroundings are constantly programming you. The people you spend time with, the videos you consume, the conversations you entertain, the energy you allow. As the Stoics understood, you become what you repeatedly expose yourself to. So protect your attention, because your attention is your life. Perhaps the purpose of life isn't merely achievement. Perhaps it is awakening. Not awakening into something supernatural, but awakening from unconscious living, awakening from mechanical existence, awakening from becoming a stranger to yourself. Because what good is success if you never truly lived? What good is wealth if you remain disconnected from yourself? What good is reaching the top if you never discovered who was climbing? Your true self isn't something you create. It is something you uncover. Beneath the fear, beneath the expectations, beneath the noise, there exists something quieter, something deeper, a voice that doesn't scream, but whispers, a voice that asks, what truly matters? What kind of person do I want to become? How can I serve life? What gives meaning to my existence? And meaning isn't found, it is cultivated through conscious living, through love, through truth, through growth, through becoming aligned with your deepest values. Perhaps the greatest tragedy isn't death. Perhaps it is reaching the end of life, only to realize that you spend most of it asleep, repeating, reacting, following, surviving, without ever truly knowing yourself. But right now, as you listen to these words, you have an opportunity to wake up, to become conscious, to stop living by unconscious patterns, and to begin living deliberately. Because your life is not happening tomorrow. Your life is happening now. And maybe, just maybe, the person you are searching for has been waiting beneath the noise all along. The greatest journey in life is not to another place, but from unconsciousness to self-knowledge. One day your life will end. The question is not whether you lived long. The question is whether you truly lived at all. If this message resonated with you, remember, you are not here merely to survive, not here merely to repeat yesterday, not here merely to become what others expect. You are here to awaken, to know yourself, to live consciously, and to become fully who you were meant to be.